today's session, I am going to discuss 4 very important multi-purpose questions and answers from Ray Bradbury's short story, There Will Come Soft Rains. Do check the pinned comment section or the description box for all important video links related to your syllabus, and kindly subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment. Come on, let's begin today's discussion. Question 1. Discuss the role and significance of the automated house in Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rains. 10 marks, 200 to 250 words. A very important concept. Automated house, a very powerful symbol in the story. What is the role? Let's discuss the role and significance. There Will Come Soft Rains begins in the living room. Read the text thoroughly. So this story begins by introducing an empty automated house. Empty, a textual reference, a quotation from the text. Dear girls and boys, use short quotations in your answers. Quote correctly. Do not quote incorrectly. So, empty automated house belonging to the McClellan family, the owner. The one house left standing in a city, Allendale, California, of rubble and ashes. This is a single house which is still standing in a city where all other houses have been destroyed. It is a city of rubble and ashes. The aftermath, the consequence of nuclear explosion. The consequence of meaningless, hollow warfare. So this is the setting of the story. This automated house is the one house left standing. Again, another textual reference. Rubble and ashes. Textual reference. Quotation from the text. Here it is personified. This is important. Personification of the automated house, or more specifically anthropomorphized, making it the protagonist of the story, the main character, the central character of the story. This is the significance. This is the role played by the automated house, the protagonist of the story. Here we do not have any human characters. Here we have this automated house as the protagonist of the story. What is anthropomorphism? Here, Ray Bradbury has used anthropomorphism. It is the attribution of distinctively human characteristics, emotions, or intentions to human entities. In simple words, you are giving a non-human thing a human form. The word anthropomorphism comes from the Greek roots anthropos, meaning human, and morph, meaning form or shape, giving a non-human thing a human form. Here we have this automated house, a non-human thing, an inanimate object, a non-living thing. This house behaves like a human being, and I will justify this concept here with suitable examples, references from the text. Let's read the answer. The next paragraph. Always change paragraphs, dear students. If you follow these tips, then you will score well in your exam. The house flawlessly continues its programmed daily routine. Cooking, cleaning, just like human beings, for a family that was instantly vaporized, leaving only their silhouettes. Silhouettes, only their outline. So, this is the outline of the human beings. The 5 spots of paint, quotation, etched on an exterior wall of the house. Speaking in cheerful voices. This house has voices, speaks in cheerful voices. Singing, announcing time and weather, reminding the non-existent residents of birthday, anniversary, reading poetry, And by doing this, the house imitates human domestic behavior. Anthropomorphism. Human domestic behavior. Very important. The automated house is the story's primary character, and its anthropomorphism is the key literary device used to explore themes. Very important themes. The technology, however, is unaware its purpose is gone. Important. Ironical. There are no human beings in the house. Still, the machine, still the computer is going on, performing flawless actions, daily routine. It is unaware that its purpose is gone. Without humanity, without human beings, what is the usefulness of this automated house that was built for the convenience of human beings? Ironically, there are no human beings. Absence, complete absence of human life. By giving it a personality, so this house has a personality of its own. What is the significance of giving the house a personality? Ray Bradbury makes the lack of human life chilling. Very important point. Lack of human life. This is highlighted by giving the house a personality. There are no human beings. Ironically, there is a house and it has a personality of its own. The routine becomes a ritual of loss. There is loneliness, there is desolation, there is this sense of loss. Highlighting the tragedy. This is the role of what has been wiped out in post-apocalyptic world. What has been wiped out? Humanity. Extinction of humanity due to a nuclear explosion. So this is the tragedy. And the routine of the daily routine of the house becomes a ritual of loss. The house goes on performing, repeating the same functions again and again. Cooking, cleaning, reading poetry, and so on. But nobody responds. Why? Because there are no human beings. Ironically, so irony is a part of this automated house, the role played by the automated house. Ironically, this is eerie. This is scary, callous, indifferent, and even sinister. Very, very important. Learn these adjectives. Use these adjectives. Dear students, this is a reference answer. Take help, take points from this answer and frame your own answer in your own words. This indifference, a very important role, a very important significance. This indifference is evident. An example, a textual reference is evident in its treatment of the dog. So, this is the specific textual reference. Treatment of the family dog. Many of its functions have the form of robotic animals. Its attic is the brain. So we have oak bone on bone. A quotation from the text. Oak bone. It has, just like a human being, this house has a physical structure. It has bones, oak bone on bone, physical structure, wire, nerves, attic, brain. So the home is a pseudo. The house is represented as a pseudo life form. The house as a pseudo life form. The house exhibits a body and nerves. Anthropomorphism. Its attic is the brain. It has emotions as well. The house displays emotions and instincts. For example, I have given just one example. There is anger, an emotion, And then there is its preoccupation with self-protection bordering on mechanical paranoia. Designed to be indestructible, self-maintaining, representing peak of technological convenience. Why was this house designed in such a manner? This shows the peak of technological convenience for the McClellans. Ironically, unfortunately, the house is there, but the McClellans are no longer there to enjoy the convenience, the comfort, the benefits of owning such a house. It symbolizes humanity's arrogance and exposes the hubris of over-reliance on technology. So, another critical point, dear students. Now, the next paragraph. Its destruction is the story's climax. The house is destroyed also. The house has survived a nuclear explosion, but ultimately in the story it is destroyed. And its destruction is the story's climax. Another significance. Its desperate human-like struggle. Its struggle, self-protection, self-preservation. It struggles like a human being against fire. This desperate human-like struggle against fire shows technology's ultimate limitation and nature's supremacy. So these are the themes. The house represents or upholds these themes: technology's ultimate limitation and nature's supremacy. Among the ruins, one wall stood, and this is a terrifying final visual image, highlighting the vacuum in a world without humanity. Now it's time for the second question. What is the importance of the poem by Sarah Teasdale in the story? There will come soft rains, 10 marks, 200 to 250 words. Another very important question. Prepare these answers. These are reference materials. Go through them. Understand, observe how to write a good answer, and then frame your own answers. The empty automated house asks Mrs. McClellan which poem she would like it to read. Receiving no response. This is significant. Receiving no response because Mrs. McClellan is not there in the house. In fact, the entire McClellan family is missing. Why? Because they have vaporized instantly due to a nuclear explosion. Receiving no response, the computer selects Sarah Teasdale's poem at randomly. And ironically, this poem is Mrs. McClellan's favorite, an important quotation from the text. Favorite, but who will listen to this poem? Nobody is there. Mrs. McClellan is not there to listen to her favorite poem. So this highlights the loneliness, the desolation in the house. So you can add this also, highlights the desolation, the sense of loss, loneliness. So desolation, loss, loneliness. These are concepts. Understand these concepts and use them if needed. Mrs. McClellan's favorite, there will come soft rains. This poem serves, what is the importance? This poem serves as the story's central prophecy and ultimate commentary on humanity's fate. Learn this by heart, ditto, word by word. Story's central prophecy and ultimate commentary on humanity's fate, extinction of humanity as an aftermath of nuclear warfare. In the story, the poem is read after, this is significant, after humanity has been wiped out. Not just, they are not away, they The human beings have been wiped out by a nuclear war, extinction, confirming the poem's prediction in chilling reality. So what is the reality? Human beings are no longer there. Again, complete absence of human life. This is a chilling reality, and the poem is a reminder. The McClellans are absent from their house, vaporizing instantly, leaving only their silhouettes, the 5 spots of paint etched on an exterior wall. Thus, the words "your favorite" are ironical. I hope I'm making myself clear. The poem describes, so this is number 1, humanity's fate. Number 1, story central prophecy. Ironical, number 2. Number 3, the poem describes nature's indifference to mankind's extinction. Yes, there are no human beings. Extinction of mankind. Nature is indifferent to this extinction due to war. Neither bird nor tree would mind. So these are aspects of nature. Neither bird nor tree would mind if mankind perished utterly. Have quoted from the text. Observe how I have quoted from the text. Spring would scarcely know that we were gone. The pain in these words. Try to understand the pain, the suffering, the tragedy, the irony. We were gone. Nature's indifference, detachment of nature. Such ironic prophecy exposes the hollowness of war. What is the meaning of such a war? Human beings die. They are extinct, they become extinct, and nobody, nature doesn't seem to bother even. So who is paying the price? Human beings are paying the price. Self-destruction, human insignificance and transience on earth, transitory nature of life on earth. We are mortals. Human beings are not immortal, but nature endures. Nature is eternal. It continues. Cyclical, natural cycle continues. So, this is another importance of the poem. To bring out the hollowness of war, human insignificance and transience of life on earth. Thus, it reinforces, stresses. What is the meaning of reinforces? Stresses. The theme reinforces the theme that natural world is the enduring force. Dear students, I hope you have noticed an important thing, how I have written my answer in different paragraphs, one paragraph after the other. And there is a logical coherence. My points are not haphazard. So there is a logical coherence. You will be marked on logical coherence. Natural world is the enduring force. The soft rains, swallows, robins and spring, symbolic of rejuvenation, important. This is the 5th point. Hope, rebirth will continue their cycles. So we have the personification of spring here. Extinction of human beings, mankind versus the eternal cycle of nature. And spring is symbolic of rejuvenation, rebirth. And on earth, in the world, there is death of human beings. So nature supremacy. Theme. Next. Seamlessly. The cycle, the natural cycle will continue seamlessly, proving that nature is untouched by and superior to, so detachment, untouched by and superior to human technological hubris and self-destruction, over-reliance on technology, unchecked technology. Next, 6. The poem's gentle, peaceful tone there is a contrasts sharply with the violent destruction of the nuclear war, revealing the futility of war. Hollowness, I have already mentioned this, futility of war. And how is this brought out, revealed? The poem's gentle, peaceful tone in sharp contrast with the violent destruction of the nuclear war. The 5 points, the 5 dots remained of the McClellans. This is the destruction, the violence, the damage caused by nuclear war. Next, the reading of the poem precedes. 7. The house's own destruction by a fire showing technology's limitations. 8. Finally, the title of Ray Bradbury's story is derived from the poem. Another importance of the poem. The opening words set a serene, natural scene. Soft rains, we have there will come soft rains. Soft rains symbolizes gentle weather. Smell of the ground evokes freshness. Focusing on specific aspects of nature like swallows circling with their shimmering sound, frogs in water singing at night, blooming plum trees with white blossoms, bright robins whistling their whims. These are visual and auditory images. 9. Importance number 9. Used to show, again, the tragedy of self-destructive human conflict, the theme. Question 3. Discuss the role and significance of the dog in the story. 10 marks, 200 to 250 words. The dog in Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rains is the only living character. Importance. Acting as the only brief moment of actual animal life in the story. It is symbolic of decay, death, and the ultimate futility of the empty automated house's technology. Right at the very beginning, in the introduction itself, I have incorporated critical comments. This is a powerful beginning. I have mentioned many important points over here, many key points, elements over here related to the dog. The dog appears on the front porch of the house at noon, whining and shivering. While not even a bird must touch the house, the front door recognizes the dog's voice and opens. This suggests that it is the family's pet. You can write this also, include this point also. The dog once huge and fleshy before the nuclear war, before the nuclear explosion. It was once huge and fleshy when the McClellans were there, when the dog was fed properly, when the McClellans took care of the dog. The dog was once huge and fleshy, but it is emaciated, thin, skinny, bony, covered in sores. It runs in and through the house, tracking mud. Having realized that only silence prevails there. Now, there are no McClellans. Only silence is there. It dies shortly. Death. Hungry. It is not fed. Its immediate death is a horrifying physical manifestation of the radiation and toxicity that killed the McClellan family. The harmful impact of the nuclear radiation, nuclear warfare. So the dog, which is the only living character, finally dies. It dies hungry, not only hungry, but also alone. Again, sense of loss, desolation, loneliness. This theme pervades the whole story. It is present throughout the story. The house is disgusted. The house has emotions. We have discussed The house is disgusted, so anger, disgust, paranoia, everything. The house is disgusted by all the mud that the dog brings in and cleans it up using robotic mice. The house's reaction to its death also is not good. The mechanical disposal of its corpse by the mice, not good. So all these points highlight the house's cold indifference. So the house is indifferent to the dog. Nature is indifferent to human extinction. The once loved pet is now treated as a mere waste product, a corpse, a dead body, hence is a dehumanizing act. So it is treated as a mere waste, and this is a dehumanizing act. The house has no emotion. The house has no feelings of love. It has emotions. It shows anger, annoyance, instinctual survival. But it has no love, feelings of love towards animals, and it is indifferent to the absence of human beings also. However, it remembers that Mrs. McClellan's favorite poem was There Will Come Soft Rains. The dog is a tragic bridge between the vanished human world and the indifferent mechanical world. Important. The technology is perfect for serving the family, but it fails to mourn a living creature's pain or death. Its futile search for food, also, this is significant, is an instinctual response to a suddenly hostile world. Before the nuclear explosion, everything was good. The dog was loved, well fed, taken care of. But now it is a hostile world. It is the only organic life shown to be actively suffering and dying from the after effects of war. We have not met the McClellans. We have not seen their destruction. We just witness how their silhouettes are there on an exterior wall. But we have seen the dog die and actively suffer as well, making the story's anti-war message more prominent. Its starvation shows the immediate consequences of nuclear war on the natural food chain and domestic order. Domestic order, the McClellans have died, a natural food chain also. The environment has also become so toxic due to radiation. The dog suffers. This is the answer. 10 marks answer. Let's move on to question number 4. Fire. Fire in the story. Another important motive. What is the significance of fire in the story? 5 marks. Short answer. 100 to 150 words. The fire that ultimately destroys the automated house in Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rain serves as the climactic moment and highlights themes like nature's supremacy, the failure of technology. It is personified during the climax. Critical comments. By personifying it, Bradbury elevates important the climax into a dramatic battle, a confrontation between the natural world, nature, versus human technology. The fire, started by a tree bough, crashing through a window during a windstorm, is a force of raw, indifferent nature. The house tries to save itself, fights the fire with human-like terror, shuddering, shrieking, help, help, fire, run, run. So, another quotation. Try to use at least 1 or 2 quotations in your answers. Dear students, deploying metal water rats even. This frantic technological defense fails miserably ultimately. The fire bursts the house. The crash destroys all the remnants of the human family, the McClellan family, the memories, everything. McClellans have been wiped out. The memories, the furniture, the armchair, everything is ultimately destroyed. The remaining possessions, the technological memory and the physical structure, everything is destroyed by the fire. Among the ruins, one wall stood alone. The fact that the house survives a nuclear blast, ironical, human technology, man-made nuclear blast, but is destroyed by a fire, natural element, proves that nature is the ultimate enduring power. So, this is a 5 marks answer. So, if you get a 10 marks answer on the significance of fire, focus on the personification, how the fire behaves during the climax, how it destroys. Elaborate on these points and then also mention how the fire, the fact that the house survives the nuclear blast but is destroyed by the fire proves that nature is superior to human technology, man-made technology. This is the answer.